Where was Michael? Unveiling the dark secrets of Lucifer's rebellion. Lucifer's rebellion is one of the most significant cosmic events in biblical history, marking the beginning of spiritual warfare between good and evil. Once a high-ranking angel, Lucifer's pride and desire for power led to his downfall, causing a great upheaval in the heavenly realm. But in this celestial conflict, one figure is often overshadowed by Lucifer's rebellion: Michael, the Archangel. Given his role as a divine warrior and protector, where was Michael when Lucifer challenged God's authority? Why does Scripture emphasize his battle with Satan only later in Revelation? The answers to these questions reveal deeper mysteries about the spiritual conflict between light and darkness, shedding light on Michael's true significance in God's divine plan. Understanding Lucifer's rebellion. 1. Who was Lucifer before his fall? Before his rebellion, Lucifer was an exalted being, described as the anointed cherub, Ezekiel 28:14, and a figure of beauty and wisdom. He held a high-ranking position in heaven, possibly leading worship before God's throne, Isaiah 14:12-15. His name, meaning light-bearer or morning star, reflected his glorious status. 2. What led to his rebellion against God? Lucifer's downfall stemmed from pride and ambition. He desired to exalt himself above God, seeking to establish his own rule. Isaiah 14:13-14 describes his fivefold declaration of pride. I will ascend into heaven, I will be like the Most High. Ezekiel 28:17 states that his beauty and wisdom led to his corruption. This desire for self-exaltation turned him from a glorious angel into the adversary, Satan. 3. The consequences of his pride and defiance. Lucifer's rebellion led to severe consequences. He was cast out of heaven along with 1/3 of the angels who followed him. Revelation 12:4. He became the prince of darkness, deceiving humanity and waging war against God's people. His fall set the stage for a cosmic battle that continues to this day. While Lucifer's story is well documented, the question remains, where was Michael, the warrior of God, during this rebellion? The next section explores his role in this celestial conflict. The role of Michael, the Archangel. 1. Who is Michael according to the Bible? Michael is one of the most powerful and significant angels in biblical scripture. His name means, who is like God, emphasizing his divine mission to uphold God's authority. Unlike Lucifer, who sought to exalt himself, Michael remains a faithful warrior in service to the Almighty. 2. His position in the heavenly hierarchy. Michael is referred to as the Archangel, Jude 1:9, indicating his high-ranking status. He is described as a chief prince among the heavenly hosts, Daniel 10:13, the protector of Israel, Daniel 12:1, the leader of God's angelic army, Revelation 12:7. Unlike Lucifer, who sought dominion over all, Michael's role is to defend and execute God's will. 3. His responsibilities as a warrior and protector. Michael's primary duty is to engage in spiritual warfare against the forces of darkness. The Bible consistently portrays him as a warrior who battles demonic forces hindering God's plans. Daniel 10:13-21. Protects God's people, particularly Israel. Daniel 12:1. Leads the final war against Satan and his fallen angels. Revelation 12:7. With such an important role in combating evil, the question remains, where was Michael during Lucifer's initial rebellion? Where was Michael during Lucifer's rebellion? 1. Was Michael involved in the battle from the beginning? The Bible does not explicitly state Michael's role at the precise moment of Lucifer's rebellion. However, some clues suggest Lucifer's rebellion may have been swift and unexpected. His fall is described metaphorically as lightning, Luke 10:18. Michael's role as a warrior suggests he was present to resist Lucifer. Given his later leadership in the war against Satan, it is likely he opposed the rebellion early on. God's judgment was immediate. Some scholars suggest that rather than a prolonged war, Lucifer's fall was a direct consequence of his pride, enforced by God himself. Did he confront Lucifer immediately or later? While the details remain unclear, the Bible does describe a later confrontation between Michael and Satan. Jude 1:9, Michael contended with the devil over the body of Moses. This suggests an ongoing spiritual battle between them. Daniel 10:13, Michael helped another angel fight the prince of Persia, a demonic force, showing his continued role in opposing darkness. Revelation 12:7-9, the most dramatic depiction of their battle, where Michael and his angels wage war against the dragon, Satan, and his forces. 3. The significance of Revelation 12:7-9. This passage reveals a future celestial war in which Michael leads the final charge against Satan, permanently casting him down to earth. And war broke out in heaven. Michael and his angels fought with the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought, but they did not prevail. This suggests that while Lucifer's initial rebellion led to his fall, a later and decisive battle, led by Michael, will ensure his final defeat. The Heavenly War, Michael versus Lucifer. 1. The war in heaven and Michael's leadership. Revelation 12:7-9 provides the most vivid account of Michael's role as the leader of heaven's army. Unlike Lucifer, who fell due to pride, Michael stands firm in obedience to God. 2. How Lucifer and his angels were cast out. Satan and his followers waged war but could not prevail. Michael and his angels expelled them from heaven, signifying God's ultimate authority. Satan was cast down to earth, where he continues to deceive and wage war against humanity. 3. The impact of this event on humanity and the spiritual realm. The battle was not just a heavenly event. It had profound effects on mankind. Satan, now the prince of this world, John 12:31, continues his rebellion by tempting and deceiving humans. Michael's victory signifies that Satan's power is limited and temporary. The ongoing battle between light and darkness. 1. How Michael continues to fight against evil. Though Satan was cast out of heaven, the spiritual war continues. Michael still plays a role in protecting God's people, particularly in the end times. Daniel 12:1. Resisting demonic forces attempting to manipulate world events. Daniel 10:13. Preparing for the final confrontation between good and evil. 2. The relevance of this battle in today's spiritual warfare. Spiritual warfare is still ongoing. Ephesians 6:12. Michael's battles with Satan reflect the struggles believers face daily: temptation, deception, and attacks from the enemy. Just as Michael fought for God's kingdom, believers are called to stand firm in faith and resist evil. 3. What this means for believers. Victory is assured. Just as Michael cast out Satan, God's people will triumph in the end. Romans 16:20. Faithfulness is key. Unlike Lucifer, Michael remained faithful, serving as an example for believers. God fights for us. Michael is a reminder that God's angels are active in spiritual battles, defending his people. Michael's role in Lucifer's rebellion and the ongoing war against darkness highlights the reality of spiritual warfare. As believers, we are not alone. Michael, the warrior of God, fights on behalf of righteousness, ensuring that Satan's defeat is inevitable. Like, share, and subscribe for more. God bless you.